Boop. So I just finished the informational meeting with hospice today, and it's been on my calendar for a while, and was excited to see just who showed up, and actually there was a really big turnout, which is encouraging. And it was 2 hours and just the fundamental workings and kind of what to expect type of stuff. It's not the actual training. They do require 30 hours of training, which if you think about it is probably not a lot in the long run, especially when you're dealing with confidentiality and you're working with other humans. That's always, I don't think you can have too much training. I know they said that if you do a couple of the other specific volunteer options that are within the hospice and bereavement groups and stuff, there is even more training than that, but I'll get to that when I get there. But one of the things I was thinking about, I'm driving back up to Portland to be with some friends for another day or two, and I was just thinking about the intention. They ask right away, just to think about why you are wanting to volunteer for hospice. And I know it sounds strange. Most people would not even consider doing a hospice volunteering, and that's understandable. We all have to deal with death in our own life. We have to deal with death in our own consciousness. And so it's not for everybody, but at the same time, I would definitely encourage you to really think about that again, because there is a need, and there's a need in almost all organizations and with volunteers. But at the same time, hospice is, in my opinion, something that can be very, very rewarding. I have worked with hospices in the past, mostly with volunteering, some chaplaincy stuff. But it's one of those things where it got me thinking about why I'm wanting to volunteer with hospice. And this kind of stems out of a conversation I was having earlier this week up in Portland with some friends. And I had made a comment about, is it possible to try and be the kindest person, or to be the most loving, or to be the most joyful person? Can you outdo everybody else? And the response to that was, it's like once you think about it, once you add in the element of trying to do more than anyone else. It's no longer kindness. It's no longer loving. It's no longer joyful. It's no longer helping. And it goes back to when I was growing up and stuff too. It was like you can't be good without this. Like it has to be this altruistic motivation. And it's something, honestly, the idea with altruism. Sometimes it's a definition issue for me, but it's something that I think about actually quite often. If you can just do something for the sake of it, without there being any interference with the ego. And anyway, I can talk about that later. But just thinking about the reasons for wanting to be a part of hospice, helping, about any volunteer organization is important. The why with it. And I know for me, my grandpa went through was in hospice care. And some of this is just a thank you for, for people who have, thank you, meaning a way that I can maybe be a part of other people's lives as they've been a part of our family's lives. But the other thing too is I know that I have a giftedness for working with other humans, and being there for people during their time of need, especially with death weighing on their minds, is something that I think I excel at. I think it's something that I can do well at, and just be there for people. I think there's also something very, very rewarding about having that connection. I remember being with my grandpa when he died, when he had his last breath, and there's just something that I don't believe we as humans should shy away from that. It's good to reflect on your own death. It's good to be there for other people who are dying, just because it is a reality in this world, this experience that we have, that we're going to die. And so it's not to shy away from it, but in a sense it's there to experience. And I think it's good to be able to do that yourself. And yeah, what else am I doing? What else am I doing hospice for? Is I think the other thing too is it's the people that you meet, not necessarily just the patients or the clients, but it's the other people in the who volunteer for hospice are very, very special people, and I want to be around those type of people. So yeah, this is kind of a plug to maybe go out and volunteer for hospice. I mean, go out and volunteer for anything. Go out and help. Go be a part of stuff that you care about in this world, or go be a part of stuff that you want to see made better in this world. But yeah, there's going to be more to come with this here. Leave me some comments down below here if you volunteer somewhere, and just your reason why. Why do you get involved? Why do you go out of your way to help others, or to help animals, or to help the environment, or whatever it is? Just why? What's your reason for it? I'd love to hear it. So hope you're doing well. You, me, tomorrow. See you soon. Bye.